I think that it's important that we discuss the 5 stages of grief because loss is a big change for anyone. The 5 stages are very important to that whole process. We have to go through those emotions to grow. These 5 stages were created by Elizabeth Kubler-Ross, and she's a psychiatrist. She studied a whole bunch of people, and she came up with these 5 stages. So the first stage that she talked about was denial. And in the denial part, we we are telling everybody, including especially ourselves, that this didn't happen, that this couldn't have happened. And we don't want to be sad. We are in shock. And we are trying at this stage to put off feeling all those feelings. And at this stage, we're trying not to change our reality because change is very hard, especially when it's a change of something that's constant in our lives. So recently, my brother died, and that was in October, so that was 4 months ago. To this day, so it's been months, I still have a hard time not thinking that I can talk to him. So that first stage, even though I understand logically, my heart still wants to talk to him. So denial can go for a long time. Our second step is anger. And sometimes we're going to be angry at a higher power. Why did you do this? Sometimes we're going to be angry at that person. How dare you leave me? Why did you do that to yourself? Angry is a part of starting to feel the emotion in this process. It's the vulnerability of saying to someone else, including yourself, this has happened. I know this, my loved one is gone, but I I don't want to accept it. I am very angry that they are gone. So this can go on for a while too. Now, we can have these stages in different orders as well. The third stage of grief is bargaining. Now, when you hear this word bargaining, a lot of times you think, well, they're just bargaining with a higher power. If you let them live, I will be better somehow. But this bargaining stage also encapsulates a lot of other things. This bargaining stage also talks about the memories we had with this person, and it's us reflecting on those memories and how we could have changed a conversation, how we could have done something different, how maybe we could have saved them. So this bargaining stage can go on for a long time. My dad passed away 3 years ago, and I still have moments of what else could I have said to him, or what else could I have done differently when he was passing. The fourth stage of grief is depression. Depression is when we accept everything and it hits us that this change is final, that this change has come. And at this point, we kind of isolate ourselves from other people and we go inward and we try to figure out what is going on. We try to figure out our feelings. We numb, but we also, if we want to get through it, if we want to get through the depression, we rationalize with ourselves, we talk to ourselves, we journal, we try to come get all of those sadness feelings out so we can grow and grow into something different. Because this is where we have to grow to find ourselves without this person in our lives. We are becoming at this stage, we are becoming the person that is a widow instead of a wife, or an orphan instead of a child. So this is that stage of kind of like coming into that and acknowledging that. And then the last stage is acceptance. And this flows from the depression because we need those feelings of depression. We have to get through those to get to this acceptance. And this acceptance is, okay, I'm still sad. I am still grieving. I am still holding on to the love I had for this person. But I accept that my reality has changed. Grieving is going to be a lifelong process for all of us. I've had several people die, and I know that for everybody that has died in my life, grieving is different for each one of them. It's grieving, you can jump back so you can accept that you can jump back to anger, you can jump back to bargaining, you can go back and forth in your grief process. And it may be a lifelong process, but it's to grow, to accept us, and to find something beautiful out of the passing is what I think we all need to do once we get through the grief. How did that person change my life? How did that person change the world? And then we can hold them, and then we can give that to others as well.